So for those just joining us, this is Mike and Jessica with Non-Retired Birders, and we're over at Whitewater Draw in southeast Arizona. And we are looking at the massive flock of cranes that we have out here. I've counted probably close to 1,000, but I'm sure there's more than that. We've been taking a lot of video.
1,001.
Oh, 1,001. Thanks, Jessica. Okay. Gotta correct me, So anyways, we're looking at Sandhill cranes in this shot right here, but also you might notice some of the white guys in the back right there. Those are snow geese. But we've got a whole variety of birds we've been seeing out here today. A lot of different ducks. A couple shorebirds I've seen so far are least sandpiper and killdeer. But I'm going to do some scanning here and show off some of the other ducks we've got out here. I've seen some cinnamon teal, pintails, widgeons, mallards, Mexican duck, that sort of thing. But as I do that, I'm just going to let you listen in on the cacophony of crane noises that we've been hearing out here.
And before we continue with that, what we're seeing right now, I know it's only a small window of it, but it's 8:11 right now in Arizona, and there's probably only 3% of the actual population we started with this morning at 6:30 really.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're flying off to their feeding grounds. There's a lot of farms in the area that they're going to go out to and feed off of the spent grain and things out in those fields, and then they'll come back sometime before noon, and then they'll roost here for a little bit and go out feeding again. So we're seeing a lot of them leaving right now. You might see some land here in just a second right in front of there they are.
Nice.
So we're going to do some scanning here and show you off some of the cranes here. But this is, like Jessica said, just a small number of what we've been seeing earlier today.
Can you guys also let us know how the quality is? If you want to comment and just let us know, because we are kind of out in the middle of not a lot of cell or Wi-Fi at all. So hopefully it's clear.
There's those snow geese again.
Thank you, John. 1,001's better. Sweet. Thank you for the feedback. Cool. Thank you, guys. Great.
Some green-winged teal swimming by. Here's the good stuff. Zoom in on our ducks here. Some northern pintails. Some widgeon mixed in there. That's the guy I was looking for. I always enjoy looking at the cinnamon teal. You can see him, that rufous-y one right in front. He's cleaning himself off along with the pintails. We got some cranes in the background.
We're on a very shaky boardwalk too, by the way, so sorry for the shake. We're trying to hold our breath, but
sneak in front here. Let's see what else we've got here. Some pintail, some widgeon. I'm gonna sneak over. There's one of these juvenile Sandhill cranes that's hiding in the grass.
being all mopey.
Yeah, loner for sure. Where'd he go? There he is. This is an emo crane hanging out all by himself.
Yeah, if you got some...
A beautiful view though, right there. Just right in the grass like that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Let me get it just nice and sharp.
That little red head, you can kind of see when he turns.
Starting to get it. Has anyone been out to a big roost of sandhill cranes like this before? It's pretty spectacular. When we rolled up, it was very noisy, even early in the morning.
Yeah, we could hear them from inside the car before we even got out.
So we got a bird of prey over here. I'm going to take a look at it and see what it is. Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful.
All right, what do you guys think it is? Jess, do you know what bird that is?
Yes, and I'm gonna let the people answer. It's not. We asked them, didn't we?
Jess is more the photographer. I'm more the birder.
But when our forces combine,
We can take a good picture of a bird.
and know what it is. Do you know what it is, Mike?
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, isn't it a? Oh yeah, Northern Harrier. For all you wondering,
Yep.
that's I figured it
I
was.
definitely
time to
didn't
tell
just
you.
mouth that to Jessica so she knew what it was.
That's fun. Careful. Also, a lot of like shooting ranges nearby, so the poor cranes are like every time a gunshot goes off, they're quiet for a half
Like,
second.
yeah, it's eerie. It's like how noisy it is right now, and then a gunshot goes off, and then it gets dead quiet for like a split second.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, some of my best crane sightings have been in Florida as well. I lived down in Orlando for a little while, and where I would go to work, there would just be a crane hanging out in the parking lot. So when I moved to like Virginia and people would lose their mind over sandhill cranes, I was very confused. So this northern harrier, also known as a marsh hawk, has been flying over the wetland here, checking out for small birds, small mammals, that sort of thing. You get a nice view of that owl-shaped face. Oh, you got some cranes flying right overhead. Nice. When the light's just right, I want to turn one of these sandhills into whooping cranes so bad because they're just a little bright. I'm going to zoom out, bring us back over to the sandhill cranes for those that are just joining us. See, where's a good flock of them? There we go. We'll put some ducks in the foreground too.
Because we can.
We have the technology. And there's a snow goose hiding in the middle there. You can see him. So welcome for those that are just joining us now that we are in Whitewater Draw, non-retired birders. This is Mike and Jessica. And we're down in southeast Arizona at one of the roosting sites for sandhill cranes, one of their wintering grounds. It's later in the morning. It's 8:19 here local time, which means a lot of our cranes have actually left, but we've got enough light here to do our live view of our sandhills coming in. I'm gonna try to get some flight shots here. We got some close ones. See if I can get that.
Hold on.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. See if I can find them. Nope. Let's try this again.
They heard us.
Yep. Here, I have them. There we go. So you can see them just flying across right now. They're leaving their roosting site for the night, which is Whitewater Draw. They're heading out to the local farm fields in the area where they're going to feed throughout the morning and then come back closer to noon. And they'll be here for a little while and then may head out for another feeding in the afternoon. But of course, the light's just beautiful right now. There's three more, a handful more coming across. So I counted somewhere around 1,000 just in this late morning. I'm sure there were more earlier, but I wasn't e-birding then. I was just trying to get some photos and video. But we're been seeing numbers on eBird in 2, 3, 4,000 range. They've counted as much as 20,000 in the area here over the years. And these guys are coming from a lot of different places. We're talking northern U.S., like places like Washington and Montana, Wyoming, the Dakotas. They'll be nesting during the summer season. But they also are up in Canada. Some of these guys are Canadian Sandhills, and then they've actually even recorded one that was coming in from Siberia. So quite an epic migration to come all the way down here to southeast Arizona. Anyone else going out birding today? Getting lucky enough to get some stuff? If not, hopefully this will satisfy you a little bit if you're tuning in from your house or work. Now here goes all those ducks because our harrier is just taken off. Let me see if I can get him. Or her, actually, I should say. Where'd she go? There she went. Ooh, she's going fast.
She's on the move. oh, land right there.
Oof.
She is hunting.
Yeah. Let me know if this is making anyone vomit.
There we go. Nice.
So a good way to tell this harrier, apart from other hawks and birds of prey you might see in a marsh, that beautiful white rump in the United States is a good characteristic. If you can get it to bird of prey or even to a vulture in shape, if you look for that white rump, that is a good way to tell her apart. Both the males and females will have this. This is more than likely a female based on the brown coloration. The males are grayish or silver even. They're known as the gray ghost. And of course that characteristic kind of teeter-totter and fly over the grassland or marshes is a good other way to tell the northern harrier apart. Okay, we'll let her go since she's gone quite a ways away now.
Give it up for Mike though for that panning. That was impressive.
It took me a second, so apologies for those that had to look away. John, you need to go out birding. I'm telling you. Just have a really long lunch break or something like that.
Yeah, like a week-long lunch break.
Yeah. Zooming on some ducks here. Got pintails, of course a sandhill crane, and then there in the front we've got a killdeer. Oh, brown thrasher, and great catbird. I haven't seen those in a while, and summer tanagers are fantastic. Is that a male or female summer tanager?
Ooh, pretty.
Oh,
Female.
yes. Females. Nice.
Bring it on, females. And it's also amazing, too, just watching these birds to see, hi, Micah, to see how large these cranes are. And it's really hard to kind of do it justice from a distance like this. And you can see the crane in the background.
Yeah.
There's quite some depth between the duck and the crane. But
So-
these birds are huge.
So to help show that, I'm going to have Jessica go out there and see if she can fight one of them, and you'll see the size difference between...
Yep.
Yep.
Luckily, I've got a few layers on because I'm a wimp. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll post it to something later. But no, it is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's killer.
must see. Definitely recommend. If you're into cranes are your things, then
10 out of 10 would recommend
Yes.
cranes in the future for anyone else.
come check out Southeast Arizona.
So the scope we're using is, we're on a phone scope, so phone scope adapter, and we're on a Kawa 885, or 883, excuse me, Kawa 883, or Kowa, depending on how you want to say it, Kowa. It's a pretty decent scope. It's not a Swarovski. I've got Swarovski binoculars, but Kowa is...
Quiet, Mike. They didn't ask that.
Easy. But I've got, it's a pretty decent scope. I like it a lot. I don't know, I might be able to actually zoom out or actually pop it off the phone scope here and take a look. This is the Kowa 883 Promenar. Let's see if I can get him flying over. And so I'm just on a phone scope adapter, which is designed specifically for my phone and specifically for the scope. So they only work to those two things, but you can go on the phone scope website, and that's phone with a, and then scope with an SKOPE, and you can put in your spotting scope and your phone dimensions, and you can find the adapters right for you. It's a little expensive. Each of the adapters is going to be somewhere between $50 and $80 total, what I've been finding, but it works exceptionally well. What was really cool and something I was worried about is I have a life-proof case for my phone, and since I'm out bird watching and guiding quite a bit, and they have adapters for your phone with the life-proof case over top of it, or an OtterBox even. So they've taken into account that a lot of us are going to have that case on, and we don't have to take it off every single time, which is pretty great.
Definitely recommend, if you're a guide and you are guiding during COVID times, Geological Adventures, I'm talking to you this winter. So if you don't have a phone scope, I would definitely recommend. Then people aren't all touching and breathing on your scope. Well, they kind of are still.
But they can stand a few feet back and look through your camera on your phone and get a pretty good view from the screen of whatever you're looking at. And so I was using that quite a bit in Yellowstone when I was guiding here this fall.
Hi, Wendy. Yay. Yeah, definitely worth the investment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I don't know if you guys could hear the gunshot there, but it's getting quieter and quieter because they're leaving, but it is kind of eerie when that happens.
Try to get a good stand here. Is that all of them? That is all of them.
Shout out to Mike's mom.
Woo!
Yeah.
Parental support. I'm gonna zoom all the way in on these cranes so you get a nice view. There we are. Yeah, I've got crane sounds are probably one of my favorite flyover noises, and I may be a bit unpopular in the birdie community, but having like Canada geese fly over and hearing their noises, their honking, is like the peak fall sound for me coming from Michigan. We don't see as many Canada geese down here in Arizona, though. I don't know if I've seen one yet, actually.
No, yeah, you don't see them much here. When I went to work in Yellowstone, I would see Canada geese, and I got all excited. Like, all of my guests were like, yeah, we hate them. Like, I think they're... But then I remembered being a kid, and I got harassed by one, so I can kind of understand. It's a love-hate.
What do you mean you got harassed by a goose?
There's a Canada goose came up to the window of my house in Illinois and snapped at me.
Through the glass?
It tried to snap at me through the glass. Yeah, it did.
That is peak goose right there.
It is.
That's fantastic.
I will never forget, actually. Once I saw it in Yellowstone, I was reminded.
Scarred for life by a goose. Chaotic goose energy, that's for sure. Well, we got some green-winged teal and pintail swimming in the back there.
Yeah, you can really see the red on their head right now.
Yeah. Which is mostly skin, oddly enough. It's not actually feathers. If you get a close look at it, it looks a little bit like turkey skin.
Mm.
Oh, shrike.
Oh, sweet. Can you get him?
And a Say's Phoebe.
Oh, he just landed. Do you want
Ooh,
to
yeah,
get him?
I'm gonna try to get a loggerhead shrike, not a northern shrike. Wrong state. Here he is.
Beautiful bird.
The butcher bird.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Oh, killer. Yeah, we can post some pics on Instagram later. We've got some really killer crane shots. So for those of you who don't know, this one is a loggerhead shrike, also known as the butcher bird. They go after small birds and lizards, insects, that sort of thing. And they don't have much in the way of a decent bill strength like other birds of prey. So they'll impale their prey on thorns. And down here, there's never a shortage of thorns on trees and bushes, I'm finding out, and of course the cactus. And by letting the sun bake them up and then tearing against those thorns, they can get at their food, which is pretty awesome. Let's see if I can find him again. Oh, he's flown. Is he gonna come back up?
There he is. He landed.
Okay, where's that green bush at in the scope? There's a crane back there. I am too far left, or too far right. There he is. There's our loggerhead shrike. Nice, beautiful gray, black coloration with a nice black eye mask. That's how you could tell it from like a northern mockingbird right now. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are here in Whitewater Draw, which is in southeast Arizona, and we're looking at Sandhill cranes. This is their roosting site. I'll zoom us back over so you can get a look at them. There they are. Enhance. There was a Say's Phoebe out there too, but I lost it.
I don't know how you do it. It's impressive. So how many species would you say we've seen so far besides the cranes?
I've been birding, but not super hard yet. I'm going to do that once we're done with our Instagram live. But I think I'm at like 20 or 30 species now, which is decent for out here.
That's amazing, yeah.
Plenty of ducks, some sparrows. One that always floors me, I'm just moved down here to Arizona with Jessica, and seeing vermilion flycatchers is pretty awesome. They're the western cardinal, as far as I can tell. Yeah, let's move over to where some more cranes are, now that we've lost those guys.
Little snow geese.
Yeah, and we'll get some snow geese in here too.
So do the snow geese, they're just chilling with the sandhills? Like I'm gonna ask dumb questions. I don't care.
No, yeah.
There may be
They're
people out there wanting to know.
They're
I
just
want to
chilling.
know. They're not. They don't like think they're one of them. Or?
No. Well, I mean, the geese and the ducks are flock species, and so they get a bit of help by just being around other flock species, even if it's not the same species. So hanging out with the cranes. I've seen, I think so far, 13 snow geese here. I've been looking for Ross's. I haven't found one yet, which is a close cousin of the snow geese, so they're just a bit smaller. But they're also here for the same reason the cranes are. They're looking for different vegetation to eat. And so they're going after that. Of course, the ducks are here, dabbling ducks mostly, like our mallards and pintails, and they're going after some of the vegetation we're finding in this little water draw.
Some would say whitewater draw.
Some would say whitewater draw. That might even be what's on the sign.
Yeah, so we're going to be compiling a video for you guys later, and we'll put it up on YouTube of kind of our trip out here and some footage as well.
Yeah, just a few minutes of us getting up and coming out here and seeing what we saw.
Yep. Some good teeth brushing footage.
Oh, sweet. Pacific Northwest diving ducks. I've been missing the ducks here in Arizona, so finally getting to see them in large numbers. I was living out in the East Coast in Virginia, and we get all sorts of diving ducks and dabblers, and so that's as they say, it's weird duck time, and November, December, January, and I've been missing that.
That's awesome.
This is weird crane time right now is what this is. Where did that harrier go? I saw her just a second ago.
I don't know.
Ah, she's flown off. Butterbutt.
Butterbutt.
Yellow rumped warbler.
Yeah. Okay, time to look at our ugly mugs.
That is not
That's-
flattering that close.
Hi guys.
Let's zoom. Let's walk backwards.
No, we gotta take that. How about
So,
can we take it off?
So thanks for joining us for our live view for non-retired birders. And again, we're calling in from Whitewater Draw in southeast Arizona, McNeil, Arizona in particular, getting a chance to see some cool species along the way. So thanks for joining us and have a good day, and hopefully you get a chance to go out birding sometime. This is Mike and Jessica with Non-Retired Birders signing off.
Bye guys. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.